Hi everyone! Welcome back to Study Hub. Welcome sa ating mga kaskwela at kalingkod. Kayo po ang learning warriors in the new normal. For today's video, I'm going to share with you a topic, reclaiming your passion for teaching towards personal and professional growth. And for sure, kahit hindi teacher, kahit anong profession meron ka sa buhay mo, for sure makaka-relate ka because this is something that everybody feels. Minsan, nandyan yung motivation, you are too enthusiastic, napaka-lively mo, but then, there will always be time na you feel like no motivation at all sa mga ginagawa mo, okay? So, minsan, you're losing your passion dahil nga sa mga daily stress, sa mga challenges na kinakaharap mo. So, we will try to understand ano yung importance ng passion lalong-lalo na sa teaching, okay? And what are the factors affecting your passion and ways, effective tips, paano mo ba marireignite? Paano mo marireclaim ulit? Paano babalik yung passion for teaching? Okay? But before we continue, please join me in a prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for this new day. Lead us always, inspire us, and protect us. We ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so moving forward, by the way, teachers, if you want, you can use this topic during your LAC session or even during in-service training. Kasi I feel, and aminin natin sa hindi, kahit anong profession meron ka, kahit anong trabaho mo, kahit gaano kasipag mo, kahit gaano kakagaling, darating yung time na parang nawala yung spark. Hindi ka inspired sa ginagawa mo dahil nga sa mga kinakaharap mo sa buhay, mga challenges, mga problema. So, today, our main objectives are understand the importance of passion for teaching, identify factors affecting your passion, and we have to learn ways on how we are going to reclaim that passion, okay? So, to finally start our topic today, ano nga ba yung importance ng passion in teaching? It is because your students can feel the special type of energy that you inject inside the classroom. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang pala basta motivated kang pumasok sa klase, hindi lang basta enthusiasm. Dahil ramdam yan ng mga bata. 'Di ba? Hindi lang enough na ibigay mo yung lesson mo, pinatapos mo yung activity, lively ka, but your students can feel that connection, that genuine passion you have for them. Okay, sa ginagawa mo, right? And who is a passionate teacher? So, sinasabi po na a passionate teacher is a teacher who genuinely enjoy teaching and find great joy in helping your students. Meaning to say, sa educational journey mo, you always find great joy in helping your students. Okay? When you engage your students sa mga activities, 'di ba? Yung totoong suporta, nararamdaman nila yan. Okay? And that is a passionate teacher. By the way, before we continue, sa mga hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe, kung gusto nyo lang naman, you can click the subscribe button. You can like also and press notification bell para updated po kayo sa lahat ng videos natin. Okay? Thank you very much in advance. Okay, so yun nga po, passionate teacher is someone who is genuine. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi lang dahil sa bonus, hindi lang dahil makaka-receive ka ng SRI, hindi lang sa mga marireceive mong allowances. Well, as a human being, syempre masaya ka makakatanggap ka niyan. But then, hindi lang puro extrinsic motivation. Di ba? So, a passionate teacher is someone who is genuine in helping their students. Okay? So, the question is, why your passion and motivation are getting low? Bakit nga ba? Ba? Alam mo naman sa sarili mo, alam ko naman yung trabaho ko, pero bakit parang hindi na ako inspired? Bakit parang wala nang spark? Okay? Parang gusto ko lang naman matapos yung mga task na naka-assign sa akin, pero parang hindi ko na gusto. It feels like you want to quit, you're giving up. So, most likely, dahil po yan sa factors affecting your passion for teaching. So, we have here challenges, overthinking your colleagues, and making your passion into your identity. Okay, so moving forward, we all know that passion is a powerful emotion. It is a natural fuel for motivation. So, kung wala kang passion in teaching, ramdam yan ng mga estudyante mo. Hindi magkakaroon ng magandang output or outcome yung ginagawa mo, yung pagtuturo mo, hindi siya quality. Kaya kailangan na magkaroon ka ng passion. So, ano nga ba yung nakaka-apekto sa passion mo? So, we have challenges, maaring personal, sa family, within the organization, sa sistema, o kaya in relationship. Okay? So, unawain mo na iba-ibang level lang ng problema mayroon ang bawat isa. Hindi lang ikaw yung may mga problema, hindi lang ikaw yung maraming challenges, struggle sa buhay. Okay? Sabi nga sa Nescafe, para kanino ka bumabangon. So say for example, you are a breadwinner, ikaw lang yung may responsibility sa family. The more na dapat maging malakas ka, the more na kailangan mong lumaban for them. Okay? Another example, heartbroken ka. Bakit kung iiyak ka ba sa buong buhay mo? Maglulungkot-lungkutan ka dyan? May maganda ba yung maidudulot sa'yo? Well, life must go on. Even with the deepest pains na binibigay sa'yo. And always remember that there are things that we cannot control. Always remember also that God will not give us everything we want. But God will not give you something that you cannot handle. So lahat yan makakaya mo. Kaya yung binibigay sa'yo para higit na turuan kang o kaya gawin kang mas malakas. Okay? What about sa sistema, sa organization? When it comes naman to DepEd, always remember na DepEd always committed, always have programs na wala naman ibang ginusto kundi tulungan yung mga Filipino students. Okay? Na mag-benefit yung mga learners for their programs. So, as long as you're doing your function, okay lang yan. 'Di ba? Kung sometimes nahihirapan ka, mawawala din yan, malalampasan mo yan. Okay? So, another factor is overthinking. Nag-overthink ka. And dahil overthinking ka, you're focusing on the problems. Okay? Nakafocus ka sa mga negative things. Okay, overthinking ka because of your financial situation. Iniisip mo lahat na ng bills due na. The following months saan ka kukuha ng pambayad? Paano na yung mga loans mo? Diba? Kung may rewind, sunod-sunod naman yung reminder sa'yo, yung notification na kailangan mo nang magbayad. Well, when it comes naman to your financial situation, you just need to be honest. For sure, mauunawaan ka naman ng lenders mo. Kaya, minsan, that is one factor kung kaya overthinking ka din. Okay? So, another one is your colleagues. You have to understand na because of indifferences and as part of human nature, sometimes, may mga co-workers ka na hindi talaga magja-jive yung connection nyo. Wala naman siyang ginagawa sa'yo, wala ka namang ginagawa sa kanya, pero parang hindi mo siya gusto. Nandun yung feeling na, bakit ganyan siya? I don't like him or I don't like her. Oh, you just need to appreciate people. You just need to appreciate things. We are saying sometimes na may mga toxic people, pero wala naman talagang toxic people. Sometimes because of the problems they have in life, nadadala nila yan sa buhay nila. Kaya yung negative energy na meron sila, na ililipat yan sa iba. Okay? And that is the cause kung bakit nagiging toxic sila. You just need to maintain some emotional distance, set your boundaries with that kind of people. Kasi nga madidrain talaga yung mental and emotional health mo. And what else? Minsan, na-late ka lang once or twice, o kaya hindi ka lang nakapasok, sasabihin na irregular ka na sa attendance. Well, take it positively. But be mindful of those people na comment lang ng comment. Hindi naman talaga maganda yung purpose nila. Gusto lang ipagsabi na ito hindi pumasok. Bakit wala to? Hindi naman nila alam yung reason bakit hindi ka nakapasok, diba? So, huwag na tayong dumagdag doon sa mga taong negative mindset. They just need criticize people. Hindi naman talaga sila nagbibigay ng feedback to help people. Okay? Sabi nga niyan, always be part of the solution. Huwag nang dumagdag sa problema. Another factor that is number 4, making your passion into your identity. So, ano yung ibig sabihin niyan? Okay, so say for example, you are a teacher and nung na-hired ka, you gave everything into teaching. You throw yourself into it. It's like you strive so hard to be recognized. Okay, lagi kang nasa limelight, yung time and effort mo and the teaching process, yun, ang galing-galing mo. Kilala ka dahil magaling ka. Alright? And assuming everything was so smooth, natapos mo yung master's degree mo, natapos mo yung doctorate mo, and minsan, because of that identity, and dahil nga passion mo na rin, alam mo sa sarili mo na yun yung pagkakilala sa'yo ng mga tao, ng mga kasamahan mo. Sometimes, kahit hindi mo na kaya, pinipilit mo pa rin na maging magaling ka. 'Di ba? Wala namang problema doon. Kasi nga naman, sa lahat naman ng ginagawa natin, we always strive for excellence, 'di ba? Kaya lang, hindi naman sa lahat ng oras okay ka. Hindi sa lahat ng oras kaya mo. Wala nga naman such thing na perfect, 'di ba? So, there will always be time na you're feeling low, na hindi mo kaya. And because of that, identity na alam mong, ay, kailangan ito ako kasi yan yung pagkakilala nila sa akin. You forgot to nurture good relationship with other people. And yun na yung nagiging result. One is, sometimes dahil nga magaling ka palagi, may maririnig ka ng negativities. Ito naman si ano pa Jollibee. Bakit laging bida-bida? Bakit laging siya? And when you learn that thing, that feedback, it affects you. So, minsan, dahil ikaw wala ka namang inisip na hindi maganda sa kanila, gusto mo lang naman maging maayos lahat. Binibigay mo lang naman lahat sa yung lahat na kaya mong gawin sa mga tasks na assigned sa'yo, pero ganun yung naririnig mo, it affects you. Another one is, say for example, you were hit by a medical issue or health concern, nagkasakit ka. And dahil nga sa may sakit ka, yung dating ikaw, nagkaroon ka ng mga absences, may mga tardiness ka na, madaming factors na naka-apekto sa'yo. So, that is one thing which can result into low motivation. Nawawala yung enthusiasm mo. 'Di ba? And I hope nakukuha nyo po yung ibig sabihin na making your passion as to your identity. Kaya wag na wag mong gawing yung passion mo na yun na talaga yun ang maging identity mo. Kasi you're just a human being. Hindi sa lahat ng oras nasa taas ka, nasa limelight ka. You need to balance everything as well. Okay? Okay, so we are able to understand the importance of passion and what are the factors affecting your passion for teaching. So now we will try to understand and discuss what are the ways to reclaim your passion for teaching and kung ano man yung profession meron ka sa buhay mo. These are the ways on how to reclaim your passion for work. Okay? The first one is embrace your current reality. Ibig sabihin, you have to acknowledge your individuality, your present situation. Okay? Because embracing or knowing who you are, knowing where you are in life right now, accepting what is, that means happiness. And when you acknowledge your reality, it will give you the power to change. Alright? You have to let go also of perfectionism because alam naman natin na wala namang such thing na perfect. Only God is perfect. Okay? So, also, you don't need to compare yourself to others. Yung achievements nila, bakit sila ganito na? Bakit siya naging head teacher na, naging master teacher na, samantala ako teacher 1, teacher 2 pa lang. Okay? May magandang plano sa iyo si Lord. Okay? Your time will come as long as you are always guided by Him. Hindi nawawala yung faith mo sa Kanya. Okay? So once again, acknowledge your reality and that is the only time that will give you the power to change. Okay? And the second one is try to figure out why and when you lost your passion. Okay? Baka naman hindi naman talaga nawala yung passion mo. Siguro nga lang nafe-feel mo na parang gusto ko na mag-give up. I feel like quitting. Baka burnout ka lang. Okay? Hindi naman talaga nawala yung motivation mo, yung enthusiasm, yung passion mo. Okay? Just always focus on making the day always count. Ibig sabihin, just always focus on making something better making something productive. All right? So, go back to always go back to the day you started. Okay? And number 3 is let go of negative emotions. Or should I say, let go of negative people. If you feel that something is overwhelming, naiiyak ka, okay, have some time to cry. Scream. Baka kailangan mo lang is a cup of coffee. Baka kailangan mo lang mag-ice cream. Okay? Baka kailangan mong i-treat mo lang yung sarili mo for a movie. Alright? But always be mindful also that negative emotions can serve as a warning sign. So, halimbawa may narinig kang negative feedback about you. Mayroong comment about you. Take it positively and serve that as a warning sign so that you can take an action. Baka kailangan mo mag-reflect sa sarili mo. Baka nga may mali ka. So, ayusin mo na agad. Okay? So, again, negative emotions can serve as a warning sign also, warning system, so that you can address something positively, maayos mo, and you can take action immediately. Okay? Okay, and we continue. Number 4 is reflect on your role. So, ano nga ba yung role mo as a teacher? Okay, sasabihin mo na my role is to teach. Okay, as a teacher, your role is to teach, or your role is to engage your students, motivate them, complete their task, instill in them the confidence they need to face life, the reality of life, instill in them the resilience, the good values they need to continue their lives. Okay? So, kung medyo you feel like giving up, parang you feel so low, isipin mo na may role kang ginagampanan sa buhay mo as a teacher. Kailangan mong maging malakas. Kailangan mong i-sustain, i-maintain. You need to be consistent with the passion you have as an educator so that you can always instill things. Hindi lang yung concept, but the confidence to every student. Okay? And also, maidagdag ko lang sa reflecting on your role as a teacher, you can ask help also from your students. So, ano yung tulong na maaari mong kunin sa kanila? Ask them for an honest feedback. Okay? Pwede ka magbigay ng survey form or an evaluation sheet. Hingin mo yung feedback nila. Yung genuine feedback nila, comments about you as a teacher, the way you teach. Alright? So, in that way, you're able to reflect. You're able to know ano ba yung baka may mga ginagawa ka na hindi mo na napapansin. Wala ka ng self-awareness. Okay? So, magkakaroon ka ng self-reflection at the end of the day as well. And always ask yourself, may natutunan ba yung mga bata sa akin? Okay, ano ba yung ginawa ko ngayon na kahit simple man lang, alright, konti man yung na-discuss namin, yung tanong is, may nai-impart ka ba sa kanila na natutunan nila? Okay? And number 5 is stop overthinking. Yun nga. Do not focus on the problems. Do not focus on pains. Do not focus on judgmental people. Huwag kang pa-apekto dyan. Do not focus on your situation na it can drain your mental and emotional health. Okay? Huwag kang mag-overthink about the future kasi hindi mo naman ginagawa yung present, yung kailangan mong gawin sa ngayon. Okay? Walang nakakaalam kung ano mangyayari sa future. Only God knows. So, the best thing that you can do is take action now, today. Diba? So, diba, kagaya nga ng promotion. Alam mo naman yung requirements mo. Kung ano yung kinakailangan para ma-promote ka. So, mag-aaral ka na ngayon. Ipagpatuloy mo na yung studies mo para ma-meet mo yung requirements na kinakailangan so that ma-promote ka. Okay? So, again, do not overthink on things. Pero, instead na mag-overthinking ka, magkaroon ka ng deep thinking, knowing the pros and cons ng sitwasyon mo sa ngayon para ma-address mo yung mga bagay na kailangan mo mag-take action, kailangan mong solusyonan. Okay? And number 6 is, remember why you wanted this job. Always go back to the day na, I want to become a teacher. Someday, magtuturo ako sa school na yan. Someday, magiging katrabaho ko yung mga teacher sa ganyan. Someday, magsusuot din ako ng uniform na ganyan. Someday, I will become a teacher and I will be in front of my students, and I can share knowledge, I can teach, and I can help them. Okay? So, in that way, babalik yung passion mo. Because, yun yung trabaho mo eh. Yun yung role mo sa mundo. Yun ka as a teacher. Yun yung job mo. And bakit, ano yung reason, bakit gustong-gusto mo yung job na yun? Remember, meron tayong extrinsic motivation, meron tayong intrinsic motivation. Yung intrinsic motivation talaga, that means yung first love mo talaga is teaching. Kahit anong mangyari, anumang pagsubok nandyan sa harap mo, gagawin at gagawin mo yung trabaho mo para matulungan mo yung mga bata na masaya ka. Okay? Yun nga sinasabi natin, passionate teacher, genuine ka na tulungan yung mga bata. You give more support, you give more love, you give more consideration, whatever it takes. Kahit minsan kailangan mong gumastos ng sarili mong pera, di ba? Inaayos mo yung classroom mo. You want things na makakatulong sa kanila. May mga batang nangangailangan ng special na tulong, ng intervention. Okay, kahit nakakauwi ka ng medyo late na, kahit minsan napupuyat ka, yung willingness mo nandyan. Willingness to help others, willingness to help your students. Okay? And number 7 is, always have the new hire mindset. Isa nga po yun sa parang para bumalik yung passion mo, para ma-reignite ulit, ma-reclaim mo yung passion for teaching. Okay? New hire mindset, which means yung willingness to help man dyan. But always remember, teachers, na new hire mindset, pero dapat yung right mindset. Kasi baka naman, minsan, although no offense to other teachers, minsan may mga new hires siguro na sabi nila na just for the sake na makapasok, just for the sake na sasahod, pero makikita mo, wala naman talaga yung passion nila for teaching. Just for the sake na mag-lesson, okay na, lalabasan ng classroom. Hindi man lang inisip na tulungan mo ba yung mga batang yon. Okay? So, always have the new hire right mindset. Ibig sabihin, binibigay mo talaga yung 100% mo in doing your task, in doing your function. Okay? Kahit minsan hindi ka na nakaka-snack. Diba? During recess, naubos na yung oras mo, gagawa ka ng activity. Iniisip mo, ano kaya yung pwede ko pang maidagdag sa lesson plan ko. Ano pa kaya magandang gawin? Magkakaroon kami ng recitation. Ito yung gagawin kong rewards nila. So, ano yung incentive nila? 'Di ba? So, yung willingness mo talagang nandyan. 100%. Okay? You are always on time sa mga output mo, sa task mo. 'Di ba ganyan yung pag newly hired ka, nandyan talaga yung willingness mo beyond your willingness to help, what you can offer. 'Di ba? You always strive harder for everything. And you always demonstrate your leadership capabilities. Kaya para ma-reclaim mo yung passion mo, yun nga po, one way is always have that right mindset, the new hire mindset. Number 8 is push yourself on achieving new, clearer and achievable goals, okay? Just make sure when you set your goals, it is something specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based, okay? So, say for example, you are too familiar with your daily routine, with your habits. And since nga kabisado mo, na-deliver mo naman yung lahat na dapat mong tapusin at the end of the day, nagagawa mo naman yung function mo sa teacher, minsan parang may gusto ka pang gawin. Okay? You can try something new. You can try doing a vlog. Pakasakaling may matulungan ka. When you share things, just make sure you have your purpose of helping others, okay? And number 9 is plan properly. So, hindi lang basta plano. You need to have proper planning. Okay? Say, for example, kailangan mong tulungan, may mga needs na kailangang i-address sa school. Always go back to yourself. Isipin mo na, ito yung role ko. Ito ako as a teacher. I have my purpose. I have my purpose of helping my students. Kailangan ako ng mga bata, okay? Kailangan yung proper planning to keep you on track. You are guided in doing things, okay? So, meaning to say, when you set your goals, know your resources, know when to execute, know when to implement, diba? And that is proper planning, okay? To keep you on track, you are guided ng mga details para ma-achieve mo yung goals mo, yung purpose mo. Alright? And number 10 is have your priorities. Okay, having your priorities means you know the level of urgency, the level of importance ng mga tasks on hand. Okay? And when you know the level of importance, you are focused. You have to stay focused. And when fatigue sets in, napapagod ka, parang nahihirapan ka, okay, pause for a while. Okay? You have your support network. You have your colleagues to help you. Always be someone na you always welcome learning, na may matututunan ka sa iba, sa katrabaho mo. Even with your students, you can learn something from them. Okay? So again, having your priorities, just knowing the level of urgency para hindi ka stress, para hindi ka napipressure. Ano man yung gagawin kong sunod? Kasi kung alam mo yung pasunod-sunod, guided ka, and then everything will be smooth. Okay? So, teachers, we all know that success is a product of the daily habits we have in life. Our habits defines us. So, to have that dedication, consistent dedication and discipline to sustain that passion in life as a teacher, just always go back to yourself. Reflect about your role. Okay? Go back to the day you started. Balikan mo yung araw na gusto ko maging teacher, gusto ko makapasok sa DepEd. Sa pamamagitan niyan, matutulungan ko yung pamilya ko. With that, alam kong na-achieve ko yung pangarap ko. Okay? So, thank you teachers. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I hope you learned something new today. And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay? So, once again, thank you very much. And isang munting pakiusap lamang. I hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay? And hope to see you in the next video. Okay? Bye for now.